Eyeshield 21 is the football anime of all time. And depending on who you are, that might be great or confusing without context. I, Misfit's Premium Waferton, was in the latter before beginning my quest towards answering, why the heck do we have a sports anime about a sport that's not celebrated in Japan? Or so I thought. After 5 long minutes of Googling, I found out that not only does Japan do the foot of the ball, but has an entire league called the X League, where they do top-level play based on whatever the heck that means, for both club and company teams. Hey, look at that! Club team, school club, anime. It all makes sense now. My goal by the end of this video is to figure out what makes this anime tick, what I personally took away from it, and from who all of you at home watching would I recommend this to. And maybe with some miracle, it might get me interested in watching ESPN. Ha 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 ha, no.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Our story begins with this wimp.
聖な小早川
Is your average weak, bullied high school kid who you gotta remember, but only vaguely due to other memories you can't seem to forget, like SATs, leaving prom early to do actual prom things, and that other kid who always mixed his lunch in the grossest way possible. Disgusting! Basically, Sana isn't very impressive. Well, except for one. He run good. So good, in fact, that it attracts the attention of Yoichi. I'm gonna sell your organs on the black market, Himura. Himura, through peaceful means, convinces Sana to become the running back for their school's American football team, the Damon Devil Bats. And hopefully, with a raging team of misfits, strive to become the best team there ever was. Nothing here, in my opinion, per se, will reinvent the wheel, and really, it doesn't have to. Because of the sport the series highlights, there's definitely nothing else like Eyeshield 21 in terms of uniqueness, so that's a good start. Though I'll be honest in saying if I wasn't personally hyped to watch this series when it began. I didn't grow up with this show or read the manga like many people did. I don't like American football at all, so already I felt like I was not going to be a great match for this anime. Fast forward to now, with 88 out of the total 145 episodes under my belt, I gotta admit that out of all of Eyeshield's pros, the series' retention is what impressed me the most. Case in point, I've been working on this video all throughout the holidays, and after weeks of holiday prep, I'm still amazed with how many details from this show I remember. That's saying a lot considering the short mental shelf life most modern 12-episode anime have nowadays. Essentially, I'm saying that this show has a lot of heart behind it, for the good and bad, and I have no doubt that creator
Riichiro Inagaki
was passionate in what he was doing. Therefore, I feel somewhat satisfied. Somewhat. Okay, let's pull the band-aid off, shall we? Eyeshield 21's biggest flaw for me was its pacing. Even though I was enjoying the show, this overall sense that I had to slog through episodes never really went away. I personally jot this down to 2 main reasons. Reason number 1 has got to be the anime's TV 2000s format. While I know that being a TV anime from 2005 doesn't automatically write it off, as many anime in the 2000s still hold up today, Eyeshield 21 in this case drowns in TV anime tropes that to me do not age well. Episodes with the same audio cues for emotional moments, recap episodes, annoyingly placed filler episodes, the unavoidable, if not adorable, commercial breaks, and most episodes starting with a fucking plane. There's too many planes in Tokyo. You get my point. When marathoning long-running anime made for the boob tube, TV fluff has to be kept in mind. Now, it can be debated if this is even a real problem considering some people won't mind it. This stuff can easily be skipped after all. However, I do, because Eyeshield 21 getting halted by all these little inconveniences among amazing story arcs add up and frustrate me. This happened a lot in the early episodes of the show where I didn't feel like things got going until around episode 18. From there, the pacing felt somewhat better. The American arc was full of heart, and the tournament arc afterwards kept having banger after banger of amazing characters, motivations, and matches. Even if the football lingo lost me a couple of times, not gonna lie. Unfortunately, the anime never got away from the other reason I kept feeling like the show was dragging on. Momori. Mainly Momori. At the very beginning of this show, Himura forces Sana to take on the Eyeshield 21 persona to deter other sports teams from trying to recruit him, and honestly, I can't blame him, that boy can book it. But Sana also figured that he could use this secret identity to hide from Momori's overprotectiveness until he was strong enough to show her that he will be okay on his own. And if I swear to God this factor wasn't the most aggravating plot device to sit through, then also help me, I want to throw something. Over the course of the series, Sana faces challenges that help him overcome his fears and makes him a more confident person. Did the being a man stuff come off as somewhat cheesy at times? Yeah, but it was endearing to see our main character be the main character. Though it makes it all the more frustrating when Momori shimmies on in to beat him down with backlash comments she plays off as protecting him, and the show didn't see great results for it. Numerous plot points had to be dedicated to putting Momori off course in order for Sana to even play football. And it didn't help when more and more people were getting in on his secret identity and seeing how bad Momori's dense behavior got. Like, stop the cap, girl. You're not helping. You're not helping him. You're not helping your friends. You're not helping the plot. Just let the boy breathe. From here on out, it was a drag to see how many episodes it would take for Momori to find out. The Eyeshield in Eyeshield 21 was becoming an unnecessary burden, all because of this chick. It's a shame, really, because when she's not focusing on belittling Sana's entire existence, she comes off as a smart character who's a real asset as team manager. Of course, her characterization as Sana's overprotective childhood friend too dense to see the growth before her eyes is deliberate. I understand that. And when she does inevitably find out, it's a conclusion that feels all too relieving. But at the same time, this plot device is no different than a pimple taking too long to burst. It's obnoxious, it's painful, and it leaves a lasting impression that takes a long time to heal. But I feel if you can get past this overblown frustration, you will be golden. With that being said, I would recommend Eyeshield 21 to anyone who wants something simple and easy on the brain. Eyeshield reminds me of one of those cheesy Saturday morning cartoons that you probably know the outcome of, but still find the overall experience pretty homey. Anyone who likes stories with a quirky cast of side characters. There's a lot to choose from. It may not be on Baccano levels of quirky, but I don't think anything can be on Baccano levels of quirky, so that's a moot point. Casual football fans who don't want to learn all the football lingo, but just enough to impress their neighbor Greg at the neighborhood tailgating party. And anyone who really, and I mean really, has a romantic interest for planes. Eyeshield 21 is not an anime that's going to convince me about the joys surrounding American pigskin anytime soon, but it gives me heartwarming fuzzy feelings knowing that despite an ocean between countries, fun cultural exchange can go both ways. Just next time the devil bats visit the land of the free, leave Momoi behind. We don't need her, we don't want her. Leave her in the Wild Gunman Boom Saloon where she will do just fine. This anime was recommended by just a guy on Discord. I'm really sorry it's taken so long to get to it, as well as the other long time suggestions, but I promise I am now trying to find a way to get to them one way or another. In the meantime, if you're still looking for something to watch, try a gander at this video I'm totally pointing at right here. Go on. You know you want to watch it. I don't want to be here all day.